I found out my wife was cheating because of a Spotify playlist. Not a message, not a phone call, not lipstick on a collar, a playlist. It was called Late Nights with Jay, and the moment I saw it, something inside me knew. My marriage was already over. At first, I didn't even click it. I just stared at the title, my thumb hovering over the trackpad like it might bite me. The laptop was open on the kitchen counter, humming softly. Emma must have forgotten to close it when she left for work. That alone was strange. She never left her laptop unlocked. Never. I told myself I was being paranoid, that couples trust each other, that curiosity is dangerous. But the name wouldn't leave my head. Late Nights with Jay. I clicked. The first song started playing quietly through the speakers. A slow, intimate melody. A voice whispering about stolen hours and secret glances. I didn't recognize the song. Then the second track autoplayed. Then the third. By the fourth song, my hands were shaking. Every track felt like a confession. Songs about lying in the dark next to someone you can't have. Songs about sneaking away. Songs about loving someone you're not supposed to love. And none of them were songs she'd ever played for me. 7 years of marriage. 7 years of shared playlists. Road trip mixes. Workout songs. Lazy Sunday background noise. And yet this playlist wasn't meant for me. I checked the creation date. 3 months ago. Updated last night at 2:13 a.m. Last night, I'd gone to bed alone. She said she was finishing up something for work. I closed the laptop slowly, like it might explode if I moved too fast. I sat down at the kitchen table, and I waited. When Emma came home that evening, she looked not relieved, not tired, happy. She kissed my cheek, dropped her bag, and started talking about her day like everything was normal, like my world hadn't just cracked open. I watched her mouth move. I didn't hear a word. That night, I lay awake beside her while she slept. Her phone buzzed once on the nightstand. She didn't wake up. I didn't check it. I didn't need to anymore. People think cheating is always loud, screaming, confrontations, obvious signs. But most of the time, it's quiet. It hides in routines, in excuses, in things you don't question because you trust the person beside you. Emma and I met in college. She was magnetic, the kind of person who filled a room without trying. I was quieter, more observant. She said I grounded her, that I made her feel safe. We moved in together 2 years after dating, got married a year later. Nothing extravagant. A small ceremony, close friends, simple vows. She cried when she said hers. I remember thinking, I'll spend my whole life protecting this woman. For a long time, I thought I was doing a good job, until things started to change. It wasn't sudden. It never is. It started with small things. She stopped texting me during the day, stopped asking how my meetings went, started coming home later, but smiling more. When I asked about it, she said work was stressful, that she finally had people who understood her. I didn't push. I trusted her. Then came the weekends. She started going out more. Girls' nights. Work dinners. I stayed home. I didn't want to be the jealous husband. I didn't want to be that guy. The playlist changed everything. Because once you see the first crack, you start noticing all the others. The next morning, she left early. I didn't go to work. I stayed home and did something I'd never done before. I searched. Her calendar was still synced to the laptop. Most entries looked normal. Meetings, deadlines, lunches. But some entries were vague. Offsite, strategy meeting, late client dinner, all at night, all overlapping with the playlist updates. Then I found the receipt. It fell out of her coat pocket when I was hanging it up. A parking stub. Luxury hotel. 2 cities away. Dated last Saturday. Last Saturday. She said she was with her sister. Her sister, who had been posting photos from our parents' house all weekend. That was the moment denial died. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I needed to know who Jay was. I started paying attention. Really paying attention. The way she angled her phone away from me. The way she smiled at texts she wouldn't explain. The way she suddenly cared more about how she looked before leaving. One night, she said she had a client dinner. She wore a dress I'd never seen before. Red. I told her she looked beautiful. She barely heard me. She left. I waited. Then I followed. She didn't go to the restaurant she mentioned. She drove straight to an apartment complex, Building 4C. She knocked twice. The door opened. A man stepped out, tall, familiar. Julian, her coworker. She didn't hesitate. She stepped into him like she'd done it 1,000 times before, like it was home. I didn't scream, didn't cry. I took a picture, and I left. That night, she came home late. I pretended to be asleep. The next morning, like everything was normal. Then I handed her my phone. Her face went white. She sat down slowly. Didn't deny it. Didn't apologize. She cried. She told me it just happened. That she felt invisible. That Julian listened. That it started emotionally, before it became physical. I asked her one question. If I hadn't found out, how long would this have gone on? She didn't answer. We didn't scream. We didn't fight. We sat in silence. And in that silence, 7 years ended. But this wasn't the end. It was just the beginning. Because betrayal doesn't stop when the affair is exposed. It evolves. Emma begged me not to tell anyone. Said it would destroy her reputation. Said she needed time. Said she loved me. That night, she slept on the couch. I lay in our bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering how many nights she'd done the same, thinking about someone else. The next day, Julian's wife called me. She had found messages, photos, hotel bookings. She was shaking. She asked if I knew. I said yes. That's when I learned the truth. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't emotional confusion. This was an affair. 6 months long. Emma had lied to both of us. Julian left his wife. Emma asked me for space. I asked her to leave. The divorce was quiet, efficient, cold. Friends took sides. Some disappeared. Some told me to fight for her. I didn't. Because love doesn't hide. Love doesn't lie. Love doesn't need playlists at 2 a.m. Months passed. I moved apartments, deleted photos, tried to forget. One night, I got a notification. Late Nights with Jay had been updated. One new song. I opened Spotify. The playlist name had changed. Late Nights Alone. I didn't listen. I closed the app. And for the first time since it all started, I felt free. Because betrayal doesn't define you, but how you walk away from it does. Sometimes the loudest betrayals are the ones whispered in the dark. If you've ever felt like second place in your own relationship, comment "I deserve better" below. And if this story hit you in the gut, hit the like button so more people see it. Subscribe for more real stories that will make you question everything.